for The Body Shop. And man, did they hook me up with a great massage recently. The captain has a lot of stress in his life, as many people do. And for 1 hour, it was all relief. The team at The Body Shop gave me a deep tissue massage that hit every area that I was in pain at. Whether you're looking for a Swedish massage, sports massage, deep tissue, hot stone, aroma, or more, there's only one place to go. The Body Shop at 48th NA. Book an appointment today at thebodyshoplincoln.com.
My dream was to work in commercial banking, but it required a college degree and I didn't have one. I found out that Doane had classes for adult learners on the Lincoln campus and online. So I earned my bachelor's degree, and 5 months later, I landed my dream job. I decided to continue my education, and now I'm working on my MBA at Doane. For me, the Doane experience has been life-changing.
This is Brad with Midwest Bank, proudly serving our Nebraska communities for over 70 years. We're a community bank, making local decisions, supporting local organizations, and helping local businesses and farms succeed. We are dedicated to serving our clients and helping them meet their financial needs with sound, innovative banking solutions. From an array of checking and deposit accounts, cash management services, to small business, real estate, and ag lending. We're here for you. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank. Find out more at midwestbank.com. Member FDIC.
A team succeeds when they work together. Banking's no different. At UBT, we're in your corner for every financial move you want to make. Your money's backed by a roster of experts who put in the work to know you and your community. So whether you're opening a savings account, buying a home, or planning your future, you always know who to turn to. Working together toward your financial goals. That's a win in our playbook. Union Bank and Trust. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Mosaic is a nonprofit, whole-person healthcare organization that embraces God's call and relentlessly pursues opportunities that empower people with diverse needs to live their best lives. Mosaic in Southeast Nebraska, serving Lincoln and Beatrice, would like to invite you to their monthly Discover the Possibilities tour events. Events are held on the third Wednesday of every month and are a great way to understand Mosaic's mission. To RSVP, please contact Melindy at 402-429-0088 or visit mosaicinfo.org/Southeast Nebraska.
Looking for a job that feels like family? Join Lincoln Industries, where tradition meets innovation. They're a family-owned, privately held manufacturing company with a passion for excellence and a commitment to their community. They have openings on all shifts at both the main plant and Air Park facilities, offering flexibility to fit your schedule. Whether you're a seasoned professional or just starting out, there's a place for you there. At Lincoln Industries, they invest in their people's success, providing opportunities for growth and advancement. Apply now and become a part of something special at Lincoln Industries.
The Mill Coffee and Tea, formerly with 4 Lincoln locations, but now 5 Lincoln locations. That's 25% more locations than there used to be. Can you even imagine a world where there's only 4 Lincoln Mill locations? Feels like ages ago. We were all so young then. The Mill on 11, located right alongside the 93.7 The Ticket Studios at 1040 O Street.
How do people feel about getting big fitness energy at Planet Fitness for $1 down and $10 a month? They feel as thrilled as a kid the first summer they're tall enough to ride the roller coaster! That's right. When you join Planet Fitness right now, you'll get access to tons of equipment and free fitness training in a clean and spacious club. Don't wait. Join the judgment-free zone today for that all-day energy. Download the free Planet Fitness app and join today for $1 down, $10 a month.
Deal ends soon.
See Home Club for details.
On the Block with Strick and Austin.
We're speaking to Husker baseball assistant Lance Harvell.
Seemed like there was a pretty heavy focus on the JUCO ranks this offseason. What went into the decision behind that approach?
There's something about junior college baseball. You know, if you've been through it, you know that life, what it's about. You number one, you gotta have a passion to play baseball. You gotta grind. Those guys are tough. They're playing doubleheaders, every time out. So you know kind of what you're getting.
Weekdays from 2 to 4 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize before participating in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the K&TK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeit. Thank you for participating in our contest, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
In every office, there's two types of people. There are those who bring in bagels and those who eat the bagels that someone else brought in. Everybody likes the first person. Be that first person. Weekday mornings at 7:30, you have a chance to win a business box of bagels from Bagels and Joe. All you have to do is shut up, Sipple. 2 questions for you, 2 for Sip. Win, and the bagels are yours. Lose, well, you don't want to lose.
You lost Monday, you lost Wednesday, you're a loser.
Shut up, Sipple. Weekday mornings at 7:30, brought to you by Bagels and Joe. Welcome into the drive with AD and Raff. Former Husker football national champion, speaker, and author, Aaron Davis.
Nebraska will win the national championship. The Cornhuskers beat Miami. It is history, 13-0, and bring that trophy back to Lincoln.
Former Arena Football League quarterback, former head coach of the Capital City Crush, and guru of Husker football history, Chris Raff.
25 straight wins for the Cornhuskers. One of the most dominating stretches in college football history.
We may have seen one of the best teams in the history of college football tonight.
Brought to you by Sand Hills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody. We are back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket, proudly sponsored this first hour by Sand Hills Global. Sand Hills Global is looking to fill hundreds of new openings in sales, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Career and internship opportunities are available at the global headquarters in Lincoln. Apply today at sandhills.jobs. Boom. Got it. And today is the birthday of the 23-year-old Nick.
I do have an announcement to make. If you are listening to us, thank you for finding your way to our stream. We're currently down on the FM signal, so obviously working on that right away to get that fixed. So tell your friends to either have us on the mobile app, on our website. All the streams, the video streams, all those are available as well. Still powered up and running at full speed. So just working on the FM dial right now, though. So there you go.
Did you plan this, that it was your birthday, so you didn't want all the birthday wishes?
Just cause the havoc, right? Wreak some havoc out here. But no, I did not plan it, believe it or not. So no, guys, what a game last night, huh?
Yeah.
What a Wednesday night.
Nick, you're not getting away that easy, man. It's your birthday.
I know. Thank you.
You know what? AG, Raffy, what's up, fellas?
What's up?
Literally, Nick, this shirt that I have on right now is probably 20 years old, and I'm dead serious.
Yeah.
I think you were about
good for 20.
Yeah, I'm serious, man. I'm serious. And AG and Raff, I know exactly where I got this at. It was at a golf event in Connecticut that I was speaking at, and this was seriously probably 2004, 2005 when I got this. Nick, you were literally had a tippy cup in your hand. You were running around with a pull-up diaper, and here you are on the mic, man, holding down the 1 and 2s, man. You with a Hall of Famer AG, you're with the big Raffster, and here you are, man. And you were just crapping in your pants when I got this shirt, man.
Something like that. I was actually when I was doing it about age 4, I was hiding in cupboards. I love to crawl into cupboards and just chill in cupboards. My parents didn't know where to look for me, and I'd be in the cupboard. So
that's the kid's pastime right there. Getting in things they could fit in.
Yes, AG. During break, AG, have Nick show you that picture where he's peeking out of a cupboard when he's little, dude. You were probably in Green Bay, or maybe you were probably playing in Green Bay.
No, you said 04, 03?
03?
Yeah, I was in Green Bay.
Yeah, he was with a onesie peeking out of a cupboard. Just have him show you that picture during break, bro.
I'll try to find it here for you. I don't know if I have it. But, I might not have it on my phone. I might have to sift through some Facebook photos. But
it's your screensaver. Just pull up your phone.
Yeah, exactly. yeah, that's my screensaver. But no, it's gonna be a good day. So we're happy.
All due seriousness, brother. Happy birthday to you, Nick. Proud of you, brother. Seriously, man. I wish my head was on as tight as yours at 23 years old. That's we bull crap a lot, but that's all due serious, man. I love you, appreciate you, and bro, I'm just Raff. Like we always talk about Raff, AG. We always tease him like, I hope he talks to us in 5 years when he's working for Showtime, ESPN, or somebody like that, man. Fox.
We'll see what
Bam.
happens. I appreciate you boys and love you guys too. So
You know it, brother.
It's been a quick moving 2 years or so on the show, and so now we got AG part of it as well, and it's we're only elevating and increasing the type of content that we have, especially with AD showing up. So but once again, just out of sidebar. If you are listening on the FM dial and it instantly comes back, let us know, please, because that's important for us to know. But no, it's going to be good. And it all started last night. Obviously, Raff and I were hanging out watching the Husker basketball game, right? And guys, I had this reality check moment this morning. And I told Raff and AG before that I want to hit Husker fans with a reality check here when I was looking at last night's game this morning. What if I told you 2 years ago when Fred Hoiberg looked dead in the water, Nebraska was putrid as a basketball program. Men's basketball program. And here you are on February 22nd with 4 games remaining in the season, in the regular season, and Nebraska is 3.5 games out of first place in the Big Ten Conference. 3.5 games out of first place. Now, granted, they're 5th in the standings.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to sit here and tell people, hey, look, watch out, Nebraska's going to get first in the Big Ten Conference. That's not what my point is at all. The turnaround that Fred Hoiberg has been able to instill in just 2-3 seasons, I'm not saying forget everything that happened, in 2019, 2020, 2021. But the turnaround has truly been incredible because here we are with 4 games left. And Nebraska is firmly in double bye territory. And let's be honest, did anybody see 3.5 games out with this little amount of time left in the season? Out of first place in the Big Ten Conference. It's incredible. It's the turnaround from 7-25, from back-to-back 7-win seasons, from roster attrition worse than any other program in Power Conference basketball, to here you are at 19-8. And once again, half a game out of 4th place, 3.5 games out of first place in the Big Ten Conference. It's it's truly, truly incredible.
Hey, good look.
There you go, guys.
There you go.
A tear comes down my cheek.
I know.
Oh man. Being in, coming into the Big Ten, 2014 for us as a school, right?
I was back somewhere in that area.
Yeah,
that vicinity.
It's been almost 10 years.
2012.
Yeah, and knowing coming into this conference that it's a heavy, and I say competitive conference in basketball, not only football, but most sports that are run in the Big Ten. So for me, I say this is definitely a good sign of us adjusting, becoming more competitive in this field, because when we're Big 12, Big 8, men's struggled. I know this is a history. I remember being here on campus as a freshman, sophomore, and junior. I knew the guys, Teron Lou, Eric, Mikey Moore, and a few other guys, and just they were good players. You just I expected more out of them, and just was hoping for the better for them, because they had the talent, and just now seeing this with Fred and what he's doing in terms of coming into a team later, I say as they're already here in the conference, and then able to basically get to a point, like you said, Nick, where they're not too far of being number one, but also in the hunt for Big Ten championship going once they get into the Big Ten tournament in a few weeks here. And then after that is the big show, is the big dance, and see where they get ranked or if they even get put in there as well. So, but if they do well in the Big Ten, obviously we know how that goes for the teams that are on the bubble, those bubble teams. And that's what I say, kind of, that's where we are. We're a bubble team, but we're a good bubble team, which is good. You want to have that going into the voting period for the committee for the NCAA bracket.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, guys, when you look at, so as it stood yesterday for Nebraska basketball, was that they were on that 10 seed line according to a lot of projections. They were on that 10 line, which is somewhat is firmly into the tournament. But let's be honest, if they would have fallen last night, it would have gotten dicey. There's been so much speculation of, okay, how does Nebraska need to perform in these last 5 games to feel confident enough that no matter what happens in the Big Ten tournament, you feel like you're going to be in the big dance. And that answer consistently was, all right, you feel okay at 3-2, but you feel really good at 4-1.
Yep.
You feel really good at 4-1.
Yep.
And Nebraska currently is on pace in those last 5 games to go 5-0. Yes, they've only played 2 of those, or excuse me, they've only played 1 of them. But now you have it to where you hopefully have some sort of the monkey off your back on the road. That narrative, it's not completely done away with. Indiana's not great, but the way Nebraska was able to stay ahead of the Hoosiers last night was something I think that a lot of people could take some pride in. And then you come back and you have 2 home games, and so you're just hoping for a couple Northwestern losses and for you to just keep taking care of business.
Mm-hmm. I just saw the difference last night too, was just that I told Nick this in prior years, not just with the basketball team, but with the football team too. You hear the name and it felt like Nebraska was already halfway beat just because of the name. Like, oh, we're going to Assembly Hall. We're playing at Indiana. Oh my goodness, it's Indiana. And I always just felt like, from a mental standpoint, like last year, the Colorado game, was like, we're playing Colorado. Oh my gosh, we're playing Colorado. I'm sitting back going, they're not that good. You're making them out to be more than what they are,
get
because
by the outside noise.
Yeah. And it seems like this basketball team here is starting to get that grasp that, maybe they are the outside noise, that you don't want to play Nebraska right now because they have that type of team.
Mm-hmm. You want to beat them, team. Beat those guys.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sure.
You know what? I don't, unless we go deeper into it, there's so many, as I was watching the game last night, like I said, I'm not going to elaborate on it now until we come back, because I think with Raff, with the schedule you sent, and I appreciate that, man. I literally was just in awe a number of times last night watching it. And like I said, I'll share more when we come back. But Nick, everything you said, and AG and Rafferty, it's just, even this morning still, I mean, I'm still in shock that they pulled it out. Like I said, we'll expound more, but I'm just blown away, man. I'm because Nick, like you said, this is a game. Last year, the year before, they would have got blown out. Let's just put it there.
Even this year, right? Like, let's be honest. Even
road
this year,
game, Indiana.
I mean, so there was.
They would have crumbled. Well, and we've seen it, Nick. Nick, we've seen it against Minnesota. They were up 17.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
They were up 17.
I think so. I was listening on the way into work this morning. Since they didn't stream like the press conference with Fred Hoiberg after the game, like Nebraska does. I will say that's one thing about Nebraska that you can really appreciate is every home game they're streaming the press conferences for fans and for people to see. Thankfully, as media members, we get emailed a copy of the press conference no matter what. Mm-hmm. But so I was listening to Fred Hoiberg post game on the way into work this morning, and he was talking about, listen, the play by Bryce was huge, and I know we're going to dive deeper into it. The play by Bryce was huge. People forget that when Nebraska was only up by 3. Okay, people forget.
Raff's distracted. I can hear him laughing. Raff's distracted.
Text line.
Yeah,
I'm thinking Mama saying it might have struck.
Oh, yep. That's my mom. Yep, Lori sent some pictures.
I gotta check it.
You were shaving when you were 3.
I was 3.
I knew it.
But nonetheless, back to the point was like he mentioned Bryce Williams' play was huge, but the Sam Hoiberg steal, the strip, right? When Nebraska was still just up by 3 and things in Assembly Hall were getting dicey. Sam Hoiberg goes down low, strips the ball from, I believe, Killel Ware, and that spurred in Nebraska.
The 2-hand steal.
It's huge. So, look at that. So
I knew that you were shaving when you were 3. I had no doubt about that.
I was a heck of a lot skinnier. Looked a little more.
Is that a 6-pack?
It is not. Definitely not. But there's me in the cupboard. There I am, chilling in the cupboard.
I got to pull it up. I haven't seen it yet, man.
Oh, my goodness. This is great.
Man. Good stuff.
You were such a cutie. What happened?
I know. That's what everybody says. What happened? Dang.
Wow.
Yep. Can't please everybody.
No, you can't. No, you can't, Nick.
The birthday.
I want to ask you this. Oh, this is look at that little nigga. Look at that little guy.
I gotta see it. Here. Okay, so there's the first one, AG. Okay. So there's me in the cupboard.
Oh,
and then there's me shaving. at age 4. Well, I mean, hey, listen.
Nick
Hey,
grows
well,
a full beard in a day and about a half a day.
It takes me about a week.
Yeah, me too. Like,
You guys, hey, Raff, AG,
Yo.
look at Nick's hand. First of all, Miss Sainer, thank you so much for sending these. You're in the cupboard.
Feel free to send more.
Look at Nick's hands. His hands were so beefy. Looked like he had 5 sausages for fingers.
I still got the short, stubby fingers. I still got the short, stubby hands. That's all I got.
Children are sensitive.
Your fingers look like 5 little sausages.
I look at that.
They're still like that. I mean, I got short, tiny hands.
I look at that picture and I'm like, I was 30 when this picture was taken.
That's incredible. Dang.
Hey, text line before we go to break. I want you all to send in. He's 23 years old. I want you to send in at least 23 great things to say about Nick.
Yep, that's it. Yep.
At least that.
No, you're getting blocked. No.
Getting blocked.
No, I'm joking. We do not need that.
If anybody wants to write a Nick Sainer poem, send it in.
Yeah, do not. We don't need a Nick Sainer poem today.
Here we go. Send at least 23 memes that describe Nick in your opinion.
Yeah.
Send at least 23 memes.
That'd be wild.
Now make sure we obviously memes we can't show it, but we can describe it. But make sure it's appropriate because some of y'all know going to send some things that we probably can't even say in our heads. You know what I'm saying, AG?
Because I mean, I'm living in a gaming space, so when I'm in my Discord I have for my podcast channel or Nebraska Esports, it stretches.
It gets a little hairy.
Yeah.
I was going to comment yesterday, but I wasn't sure if I was able to or not.
Yeah. Got to tread lightly.
Yeah.
I was like, just don't look like Shoplifter.
Rough crowd.
Yeah. Where's Crash Bandicoot?
Hey, Crash Bandicoot racing now. CCR.
Yeah, there's a lot out there. There's a lot out there.
So ain't going in here one day.
All right, boys. We're up against it. Let's send us to break.
All right, we'll throw it a break. This is The Drive, 93.7 The Ticket.
You can get diesel anywhere, but what about atomic diesel? That comes from Stern. Atomic Diesel is your solution to all your cold weather problems. Prevent clogged fuel filters, increase your fuel economy, and save money with Atomic Diesel. Contact Roger at Stern today by calling 1-800-477-2744 to see how Atomic Diesel and the rest of their line of fuels and lubricants can keep your operation running at max capacity.
Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits is now open in Lincoln. Shop our expansive collection of wine, beer, spirits, and cigars at 5040 North 27th Street. From top-shelf liquor to crowd-favorite beer, Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits has a beverage for every taste and every budget. Plus, join our loyalty program to earn rewards and save on future purchases. Shop Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits at 5040 North 27th Street in Lincoln. That's 5040 North 27th Street.
A lot of work goes into making Nebraska, Nebraska. Keeping it green. Helping it thrive. Making it fun. Everything that goes into caring for our outdoors, from waters to wildlife, plays a big role in making Nebraska home. Learn how we help conserve our state's natural resources at outdoornebraska.org.
Paid for by Nebraska Game and Parks. Aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Big box stores are tempting for buying equipment for your high schooler in sports or for yourself in your sports leisures. But buying new is awfully expensive. Why not go somewhere with new and used options? Play It Again Sports is quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And it's more than baseball, softball, and golf. They also have equipment for disc golf, fitness, hockey, and more. Plus, they're always buying products. Bring your gear you're done with and get trade money on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
I'm Jenny Benson, president of the Nebraska State Education Association. The best way to strengthen our economy for the long term is investing in our education system and raising the skills of American workers. To succeed in the global economy, we need to modernize our schools, hire excellent teachers, and focus on the future. Support great public schools, and we can make the good life even better.
Sponsored by the Nebraska State Education Association. Aired in cooperation with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Hi, Sean Callahan here of HuskerOnline.com, inviting you to join us here on 93.7 The Ticket every Saturday morning now in our new time. We're on from 8 to 9 with the weekly Husker Online radio show. We'll give you the latest in recruiting. We'll talk about what's going on with both football, basketball, and we'll probably share a few stories from the inside. It's every Saturday morning right here on 93.7 The Ticket. It's the Husker Online radio show from 8 to 9 a.m.
Integrated Life Choices has been inspiring opportunities for individuals with disabilities for more than 15 years in Lincoln and across Nebraska by offering a number of services. From group homes to independent living resources and job training, you'll find the support that allows people to live fulfilling lives. They're also hiring. If you're looking for a rewarding career supporting people with developmental disabilities, you can check out open positions along with learning more about services at ilc.net. Integrated Life Choices.
Are you working in or looking to get into the electrical construction industry? The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering great pay and benefits. Call Mike at 402-875-1034 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
Ready to upgrade your combine in 2024? The team at Landmark Implement is here to help find the right combine to fit your operations needs. Choose from 4.5% for up to 60 months or a 12-month interest waiver, followed by John Deere financial rates with approved credit through the end of February. When you purchase a pre-owned S or X Series combine from Landmark, know you are backed by Landmark's extensive parts and service network with mobile techs and parts drop-off points to keep you up and running. View our current inventory online at landmarkimp.com or stop by your local Landmark to experience the Landmark difference.
Sandhills Global is hiring. With their fast-paced, growing culture, they have hundreds of new openings in sales, marketing, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Full-time roles offer a 4.5-day work week, along with flexible internships in most areas. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Find your fit today at www.sandhills.jobs.
$93.7 The Ticket. Fox KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
The Lincoln forecast for today, expecting decreasing cloud cover throughout the day. It'll be breezy too. See a high around 62. Tonight, clear skies expected with a continued breeze and a low near 35. And tomorrow, more sunshine and more breezy conditions too, with the high around 59. I'm meteorologist Kyle Tucker from 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Looking for a job that feels like family? Join Lincoln Industries, where tradition meets innovation. They're a family-owned, privately held manufacturing company with a passion for excellence and a commitment to their community. They have openings on all shifts at both the main plant and air park facilities, offering flexibility to fit your schedule. Whether you're a seasoned professional or just starting out, there's a place for you there. At Lincoln Industries, they invest in their people's success, providing opportunities for growth and advancement. Apply now and become a part of something special at Lincoln Industries.
Not many businesses can say they've made it 60 years, but Madsen's Bowling and Billiards can. With 12 bowling lanes and the biggest pool room in Nebraska, where else would you go to enjoy an afternoon or evening? There's a great daily specials like $2 Tuesdays, games of bowling, shoe rentals, draft beers, and tacos, all just $2 each. Have a delicious burger at EJ's Lounge before or after your bowling or pool session, and you'll leave satisfied. Madsen's Bowling and Billiards at 47th and Dudley.
Hi, Sean Callahan here of HuskerOnline.com, inviting you to join us here on 93.7 The Ticket every Saturday morning now in our new time. We're on from 8 to 9 with the weekly Husker Online radio show. We'll give you the latest in recruiting. We'll talk about what's going on with both football, basketball, and we'll probably share a few stories from the inside. It's every Saturday morning right here on 93.7 The Ticket. It's the Husker Online radio show from 8 to 9 a.m.
Now back to The Drive with Aaron Davis and Chris Raff on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
That's it. All right, everybody, we are back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. It is Thursday. It is Nick's birthday and the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Nice and big victory last night, 85-70 over Indiana.
Indeed, big game.
The good
big
news,
game.
guys, we're back on the FM.
And we're back on.
We're alive.
Nice.
So there you go. Not dead for long.
You hear my voice again.
We've been resurrected.
We came back like Lazarus up in this joint.
From the ashes.
Hey, it's like this. You look at the video, just like this.
Obviously, the TV's on a little bit delay, so you guys will see it here in a moment. It's like that dude that gets out of the coffin, and then that meme. That
he's going.
Yeah.
Ooh, the Undertaker.
Yeah. That's how we feel. Let's go basketball. Take it away, gentlemen.
Yeah, I was impressed with Nebraska the way they played the first half. That was probably some of the best basketball they played all year. And then Nick's like Nostradamus. Like he says stuff now, and it comes true. Like he said that K-State was going to have a big game.
He did.
K-State comes out firing on all cylinders. But then he also said there's going to come a point in this game where Indiana will probably come back and cut this game to like 6 or 8. He was close. They cut it to 3, I believe. But Nick's like, how are they going to respond? You know, and the way they responded, I mean, the block by Bryce Williams there at the end, or was 5 minutes left.
That was the seal. The Bryce blocked it when Nebraska was up 80-70 with about 1:20 left in the game.
And the Fred Hoiberg steals.
Sam Hoiberg steals, yeah.
Oh, Fred, Sam, they're all the same.
Yeah, same guy. But no, I mean, yeah. So you look at some of the bright spots. Nebraska just responded so much better than they have. It was interesting because Fred was asked.
Thumbs up to the old meal.
Yeah, look at that.
Raff's roadie.
Fred was asked. You gotta let me finish my thought before you say something stupid, man. Nonetheless, Fred was asked, "What did you say in that timeout when Indiana cut it to 3? What did you say?" And he goes, "Well, I looked at the guys and I said, listen, if you would have told us before that we would be up, we'd have a lead at the under 12, we'd take it. We'd be happy, right? How do we respond? How do you guys want to play?" And he said, "That's all I had to say." And they came out. Sam stole it right when they were up by 3. And Nebraska then responded by going on like the 16-1 run. That's how you pull away. That's what March Madness, NCAA tournament caliber types of programs do.
And that's accountability, basically.
Yeah.
You know, he's basically saying, hey, all the practice we put in since day one of training camp started way back in the fall. And now we're at a moment where we trained for, but are y'all going to show up and do it? Are y'all going to now execute and get past this moment and not let the moment be bigger than you right now? That's basically what he did.
AG, what you just said, and Nick to bounce off what you just said, AG, I forget what game it was, because you had a lot of them, but there was that drill that you and Coach Soldier do, the running backs. He can still do it. You know, what do you call that?
The balance drill.
The balance drill.
Yes.
You had a game to where, gosh, dang it, I don't know who it was against, but you used that drill because you mentioned Coach K-State. And it was like you ran in. It was almost like you were on a tightrope and you were keeping your balance. Yeah. But yet you did those drills. I would watch you guys.
Yeah.
Every day you did those drills because they were preparing you for moments. Mm-hmm. So when you mentioned what Coach Hoiberg said in moments, it reminded me of that run that you had to where, and I seen a lot of them because I was on the sideline. So I seen a lot of them.
Yeah, we didn't throw the ball a whole lot. Yeah.
We didn't throw the ball
They had the jumbo sets in, and AD wasn't.
Yeah, we had the jumbotrons yet, so you had to watch it in real time. You know what I'm saying? So I'm watching AG do that drill, and Clinton, all the running backs, and Coach Soldier have doing that drill because you never knew the moment you were going to need it. But Coach had the fortitude and the foresight to know it's not if you need it, it's when. Last night, Coach Hoiberg, and Nick, I put this down because, guys, I got lucky and I was able to watch the game in entirety on the plane. And I didn't think I was going to because, Raff, like you mentioned, I tried to pull it. I flew Southwest and I tried to pull it up on my YouTube. Well, because like we talked about yesterday, guys, when you're flying across states, YouTube is like, dude, we don't even know where you're at, so you can't. Fox Sports had it on. So I went on to Fox Sports online, and it was a preview special. So they allowed me 60 minutes. I was like, oh, this is perfect because it's only an hour flight from Nashville to Jacksonville. So I got the whole thing. Nevertheless, what Coach Hoiberg said, his exact quote on that, Nick, because I copy and paste this when I heard him. He goes, and this is from Coach Hoiberg. What I told them at under 12 media timeout, we had a 3-point lead, and I said to them, because I saw a little bit of panic going on, he recognized that. I said, guys, let me just give you some reality here. If you said before the game at under 12 media timeout in the second half that we had a lead, we would have taken it. Fellas, and Nick, when you brought it up, Nebraska's resolve, and I posted it last night on Twitter. That was, to me, was the epitome of resolve, because they had Chris Tucker out there, who's afraid of Coach Woods, running around with the, the IU, the Indiana flag, etc. The place is going. I mean, the place is nuts.
Yeah, he was
He's friends with Coach
Really?
Woodson.
Hey, AG, he was running around on the court with the flag.
Yeah, he took the flag out of the cheerleader hand.
Took the flag.
Okay.
And I'm on the plane, and I got so many emotions going on. And they brought it within 3. And I'm going to tell you something. I took a picture of this. At 6:47 left in the game, 8:47, it was 66-56 Nebraska. Nebraska just went on a 7-0 run, okay? And to see their resolve, they didn't flinch. Because think about this, guys. They were up 20 points. 20.
Yeah.
And they got it within 3 in Indiana. Chris Tucker snatches the flag from a cheerleader. He's running across the court with it. And Hoiberg has the foresight to say, fellas, and what he did, he got them to get out of the noise. Fellas, blank out the noise. We've prepared for this, the AG one-handed drill. We've had moments like this. Go back to your training. And that old saying goes, people and players and soldiers don't default to their inadequacies. I mean, they don't fault to their mistakes. They fault towards inadequacies or things they prepared for. So they defaulted this or something they prepared for, which is something we have not seen this year in Nebraska. Down, I mean, up 20 points. And like I said, we've seen this movie before. I'm sitting on the airplane going, oh, man, my mind went right away to Minnesota 2 months ago.
Yep.
Well, I mean, you could just go down the list: Minnesota, Illinois, just falling apart, right? And Nebraska. Once again, I think so many of us have all had this thought of like, it's been so mental over the last just couple of games. It was just this mental block that I truly believe they just need to get over it, right? But now it's Minnesota, right? Now it's Minnesota.
Payback time
on Sunday, 5:30 tip off.
Before we go there, though. What about Jamarcus Lawrence?
Well,
AG.
Yeah.
That's what I was waiting for somebody to say. I'm like, wait a minute.
It was in the notes.
So I want to have a little bit of a longer conversation on Jamarcus Lawrence.
Okay.
And we're up against the clock.
Yep. Let's go to break, do history real quick,
and
come back, and then
9
the next
o'clock because he deserves to be discussed in longer than just 30 or 45 seconds.
Oh, and there's another guy too.
Yes.
We'll get to him also.
So go ahead and send us to break, Raff.
All right, we'll go to break. Just the drive, 93.7 The Ticket.
Sandhills Global is hiring. With their fast-paced, growing culture, they have hundreds of new openings in sales, marketing, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Full-time roles offer a 4.5-day work week, along with flexible internships in most areas. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Find your fit today at www.sandhills.jobs.
Looking for a job that feels like family? Join Lincoln Industries, where tradition meets innovation. They're a family-owned, privately held manufacturing company with a passion for excellence and a commitment to their community. They have openings on all shifts at both the main plant and air park facilities, offering flexibility to fit your schedule. Whether you're a seasoned professional or just starting out, there's a place for you there. At Lincoln Industries, they invest in their people's success, providing opportunities for growth and advancement. Apply now and become a part of something special at Lincoln Industries.
How do people feel about getting Big Fitness Energy at Planet Fitness for $1 down and $10 a month? They feel as thrilled as a kid the first summer they're tall enough to ride the roller coaster! That's right. When you join Planet Fitness right now, you'll get access to tons of equipment and free fitness training in a clean and spacious club. Don't wait. Join the judgment-free zone today for that all-day energy. Download the free Planet Fitness app and join today for $1 down, $10 a month.
Deal ends soon.
See Home Club for details.
Start your Sundays off right with Jeff and Nicole Essink on Fitness Fanatics. Jeff and Nicole discuss health and wellness, how to achieve fitness goals, and more through the life of gym owners and gym goers. It's Fitness Fanatics from 9 to 11 a.m. on Sundays on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
In every office, there's two types of people. There are those who bring in bagels and those who eat the bagels that someone else brought in. Everybody likes the first person. Be that first person. Weekday mornings at 7:30, you have a chance to win a business box of bagels from Bagels & Joe. All you have to do is shut up, Sipple. 2 questions for you, 2 for Sip. Win, and the bagels are yours. Lose, well, you don't want to lose.
You lost Monday, you lost Wednesday, you're a loser.
Shut up, Sipple. Weekday mornings at 7:30, brought to you by Bagels & Joe. 93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
The Lincoln forecast for today, expecting decreasing cloud cover throughout the day. It'll be breezy too. See a high around 62. Tonight, clear skies expected with a continued breeze and a low near 35. And tomorrow, more sunshine and more breezy conditions too, with the high around 59. I'm meteorologist Kyle Klecker from 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
My dream was to work in commercial banking, but it required a college degree and I didn't have one. I found out that Doane had classes for adult learners on the Lincoln campus and online. So I earned my bachelor's degree, and 5 months later, I landed my dream job. I decided to continue my education, and now I'm working on my MBA at Doane. For me, the Doane experience has been life-changing.
Big box stores are tempting for buying equipment for your high schooler in sports or for yourself in your sports leisures. But buying new is awfully expensive. Why not go somewhere with new and used options? Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And it's more than baseball, softball, and golf. They also have equipment for disc golf, fitness, hockey, and more. Plus, they're always buying products. Bring your gear you're done with and get trade money on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
Go Hog Wild Pit Barbecue. It's $5.99 barbecue time. Hurry to Hog Wild for a complete barbecue meal that's only $5.99. Get a 1-meat sandwich loaded with our award-winning barbecue, plus your choice of a classic side and drink for just $5.99. Upgrade your sandwich to beef brisket for just $1 more. Join us for lunch or dinner in Lincoln at 3210 Cornhusker Highway. Order online at GoHogWild.com. But don't be late, we close at 8.
Bagels & Joe is the best place to start off your mornings, and you can order your breakfast ahead of time on their app. February's cream cheese flavor is white chocolate raspberry. Pair it with a very berry chai. Stop by any of their 4 locations in Lincoln and their location in Seward. Bagels & Joe.
A team succeeds when they work together. Banking's no different. At UBT, we're in your corner for every financial move you want to make. Your money's backed by a roster of experts who put in the work to know you and your community. So whether you're opening a savings account, buying a home, or planning your future, you always know who to turn to. Working together toward your financial goals. That's a win in our playbook. Union Bank and Trust. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Hey guys, it's Bill Bush. Next Ag Appraisal and Realty has opened a new location in Pender, Nebraska, in addition to their office in Lincoln. The real estate world can be confusing, so why wouldn't you want an expert helping you every step of the way? If you're looking to buy or sell farmland in Nebraska, Kansas, or Iowa, give Ethan Sorensen a call today at 402-380-0432 or visit them online at nextagrealestate.com. Next Ag Appraisal and Realty with locations in Lincoln and now Pender, Nebraska.
Okay, it's time to sell the house. How do we even begin to choose from the hundreds of realtors in town?
Easy. We make a pros list.
You mean a pros and cons list?
No, just a pros list. We need someone with pro photography to showcase the house in the best possible way, pro marketing to make sure we get maximum exposure, pro negotiations so we know we get the best price.
This is one of those times where you already know the right answer, isn't it?
You know it is. Ben Bleicher and Professional Realty Group.
Contact Ben Bleicher and the team at Professional Realty Group of Berkshire Hathaway's Home Services Ambassador. Online at prg-ne.com.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. This is The Drive with AD and Raff on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we're back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. It is Thursday. Probably the best history of the day. Nick's birthday. 23 years ago.
Before we start, I also have another birthday.
Oh, happy birthday.
Shout out to George Washington, whose birthday is today.
George Washington.
He would have been very old today. He would have been quite old. George Washington's birthday's today. And then, I also have a buddy, Dakota Molnaric, Dak, Cody Molnaric. His dad, Dave, is involved in the Cornhusker State games.
Yep.
But his my old one of my old teammates and one of my best friends, Dak Molnaric, his birthday is today as well.
You know who else's birthday is today?
Who's that?
Julius the Doctor Irving.
I did not know that. I did not know that. I knew we went backwards there, but that's my history for today. Go ahead.
It's a great history.
How old is Dr. J, Raff?
I believe we have him pegged at 76.
I'll say 70.
74.
Man. Looking good, too. I saw him at the dunk contest. He's, of course, always there. He's the godfather of dunks. He looked real good. He looked great.
Yep.
So,
1950.
Aged well. Fine.
Wow. Good living.
That's
Good
what
living.
Good
Good
living.
living.
Yeah.
Well, I'll do the history segment pretty fast on this one because 1994 Husker history. There was a shift that was looming, guys, in the landscape because the Southwest Conference, Texas A&M, Texas Tech, and Baylor, they were invited to join the Big Eight. Think about that.
Yeah.
Think about that. And that was, you think about this, guys, and AG, we were talking about this, I think, Raff, you guys, a couple months ago.
Yeah.
Not even a couple months ago, a couple weeks ago, how that was the beginning of the end of the conference as we knew it as Nebraska kids growing up, Nebraska fans, as far as that goes, growing up, road games. You think about this in the old Big Eight, AG, our longest road game was Columbia, Missouri, and in Boulder.
Yeah.
And now you look at the conferences right now. I mean, you figure in a few years, well, we're going to California, obviously, next year.
Yep.
There'll be years we go to probably Oregon State, Corvallis, Eugene, of course, all the way out to Rutgers. We've done that a number of times already. It just shows you how this thing has changed so much to where, think about this, guys. You could go to a road game. Let's say you're playing K-State.
Yep.
You're going to Manhattan and you're back that same day.
Oh, yeah.
You're going to Lawrence, Kansas, and maybe even as far as that goes, even to Iowa State. You're back in that same day. Those days are gone and done, but it just shows you how the landscape of college football has changed dramatically. So 1994, that was the beginning of the end of the Big Eight as we knew it. Obviously, we went from the Big Eight to the Big 12, and now, of course, modern day into the Big 25. And here's as a quick sidebar, Nick, the text line is blowing up with nice beams and happy birthdays. I want to keep this for you, man.
Meal ticket is 14 of the 23.
23,
They've said it 14 of 23, which it's truly incredible. I got to figure out a way to thank Meal Ticket. Maybe we go out for a beverage or something if you're over the age of 21.
And your birthday too, Nick's had a couple of key points in history and sports history.
Have I?
Yeah.
What do we got?
1893, the very first Iron Bowl.
Wow, I was negative 108.
Yeah, and guess, and this is a gigantic one.
Negative 108
in 1980.
Okay.
Do you believe in miracles? The Miracle on Ice.
Miracle on Ice.
Al Michaels
I was
is
negative 21.
God, you missed a lot of stuff in history.
I did. I should have been born earlier.
Hey, AG, have you seen that movie, Miracle on Ice?
Yeah,
I have. I haven't. I need to download that with Netflix. I've not seen it.
Yeah, good movie. They did a good job, of representing everyone, and telling the story, and making it, I say now, a solid history thing that I say people can research, having that as a movie, and obviously there's stuff, information on the internet as well. So
Herb Brooks.
Yes, indeed.
There you go. Awesome.
Raff, I know you've seen it, haven't you, Raff?
I haven't.
You haven't seen it either? Dang, I need to download it, man.
I watched it live.
When you were 6.
6 years old, Al Michaels.
Really?
A young Al Michaels.
Or watching the Olympics?
Oh, yeah, 1980.
Okay.
And yeah, everybody always,
you remember that?
Oh, yeah. Everybody always forgets that they all think that was for the gold medal, but actually they had to play again the next night for the gold medal. That was just in the semifinals when they beat the Russians.
That was just the walk-in.
Yep.
Get in the door game.
Lake Placid. Boom.
Well, I'll say this before we go to break. We get it. You guys, I'm glad the United States finally wised up and stopped having college players play against Russian guys that were like 35.
Yeah.
We were wondering why we were getting the brakes beat off of us in all those sports for all those years. But the Russians, they was like, no, we putting grown men's out there against your little high school and college guys, and they changed it up. It changed.
Most
it up.
countries did that though with the Olympics.
Yeah, they did. They did.
Did
Absolutely.
you guys see the age limit for boxing though?
No.
I did not know there was an age limit. So Manny Pacquiao is trying to box in the Olympics, but they denied him because he's 45.
He's too old.
Yeah.
We have before we get to break, we have a caller. No, we don't.
Oh.
Let's try it again. Hold on. There's somebody else calling.
All right.
All right.
Didn't know you
let's
was
see.
age
Let's
out.
see. Let's see if we can hear him. All right, caller, you're on the air. Who's this?
Oh, this is Mike. Hey, sorry, I tried to call when you were talking about the
That's all right.
Southwest Conference, and I just want to say this chaps my backside. If you guys remember, and I've actually went back and looked at old magazines to see if my memory was correct in the past, and it was originally they were joining the Big Eight. We invited them, but it didn't last long. Where Texas said, "Hey, no, this is a whole new conference. The records don't follow. This is not the old Big Eight." And from my perspective, we saved Texas. If you look, they finished, I think, in the top 10 in '83. They didn't come close for the next 12, 13, 14 years. They were having to share revenue at games at Rice and places like that. And so they wanted to, they were hurting, and they wanted the Southwest Conference to fold. And I think we kind of saved them. In fact, there's even a article a guy wrote that they encouraged Arkansas to leave so it'd be easier for them to leave the Southwest Conference. And as soon as we invite them in, they basically take over the conference. And look what happened. And so that really grinds my backside that happened. Thanks a lot, guys.
Have a great day.
Thanks, Mike.
Appreciate you.
He said, "Chaps my backside."
I love it.
Texas always
Love
chaps
it.
my backside. Always.
That's that old school. I love that. Chapped my backside.
Mike's the real one, man. He calls in, and I appreciate Mike whenever he
I
calls
love
in.
Mike, man.
That's true though. I mean,
Man, he's right.
when the Big 12 started, Nebraska was rolling. It was Nebraska, and Nebraska pumped life into Texas basically, and then Texas decided.
I remember Coach Auburn was not happy. I remember starting the transition between my off season of my freshman year, going into sophomore year, and Big 12 is happening. And I remember our first conversation, first team meeting about it, and he was not happy. He was disgruntled going into that, and knowing all the I say maybe back conversations that went on to make that happen. Kind of like you mentioned, like Arkansas. Being influenced by Texas to leave, hearing that is like, it's politics everywhere. It's politics and sports suck. So just to put that out there.
I'm sorry, Nick, you didn't get to grow up in the 70s and 80s.
I am sorry too.
You missed out on a lot of glory days.
I missed out on a lot of stuff.
All my students in my class, we talk about it.
Yeah,
They're like, yeah, we know Coach Mr. Green or Professor Green. Yeah,
They missed out on Donkey
Green?
Kong.
Yeah. Wow, Mr. Green.
Yeah.
Mr. Green.
Do you ever see the one
It's like the
video
game of
game where
Clue.
they
It's like the game of
where
Clue.
it's like a game where they fill pitchers of beer up or whatever? The 80s site on Twitter talks about it.
I
where
don't
it's
know.
like
An old game?
Yeah, a very old game where
a tapper.
Tapper or whatever.
Tapper. Yeah, where they slide the root. It was root beer.
Oh, it's root beer. Oh,
it wasn't beer.
Raff said beer.
He was opening. No, it was a video.
I've never seen
Thursday at 9-10 a.m. and I'm thinking about beer.
Yeah, so
it's your birthday.
it was a video
is a
game,
good
so they're
point.
keeping it kid friendly with root beer being
Root
put
beer.
down.
Hey, by the way,
bars.
speaking of beer, the Ticket Mill location right down here, they have a delicious coffee and cream ale.
Ooh.
And so come on down.
Coffee
If you
and
do
cream
want a beer
ale.
at 9-10 a.m., you can get one. They got it
Or
on
if
tap.
you want to come down and buy Nick a beer for his birthday.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead. I'd happily sit there and drink it.
By the end of the show, there's like 30 of them waiting for you.
Yeah, I don't know if y'all seeing this text line, man. I'm seeing all type of Nick
Hey,
memes.
Meal Ticket's on fire. I got
He's on
figure out.
18.
He is
Meal
on,
Ticket's
he is on
fire.
18 right now.
He's 18 of 23.
He went from Drake to Chris that plays
So,
Captain America.
Herbie Husker's in there. I saw
Got Herbie in there.
Yeah,
got the
he's on
Cornhusker
fire.
fans.
I
You got
love
a
it, man.
dude with a- you
Big
got-
Jack Russell says happy birthday,
you got-
Nick.
Thanks,
I
Jacko.
think this is George Washington saying, putting on a American flag bandana.
Saying it's showtime.
It's showtime.
There you go.
Oh my
Hey,
goodness.
also Hustle, my man Hustle. I know you probably see it, Nick. Hustle sent in a happy birthday to you too, man.
Oh,
My
yeah.
man Ryan Hustle, man.
Showed up some vintage tape of you.
Yeah, give us
Coaching.
some lessons. Yeah, if anybody needs baseball lessons, I'm giving them. So let me know.
Mm.
He's a
Yeah,
good one.
I'll plug myself in there a little bit. If
Hey.
you need some, need to get ready for the season, let me
Bring
know.
Nick presents.
No,
I'm just still laughing before we go to break. AG, your face at Raff when he said beer, you said no, bro, root beer.
I played that
Hey,
game.
I'm going to tell you guys. I'm
several
going
times.
to be honest with y'all. I've been to a lot of establishments in my life, and I have yet to see a root beer keg.
Well, you didn't play Tapper.
Time out. That was my dream. Can we talk about that? So favorite pop soda, whatever you want to call it, is root beer for me.
Nice.
Yeah, I like root
I'm a
beer.
huge root beer guy.
I like root beer.
And
I've had my moments. Yes.
it was a treat every time that I was like, you know what? Back when I was working like at age 14, I was like, man, I really want to go to Hy-Vee and get some bottled root beer. And that was the highlight of like 13-year-old and 14-year-old Nick. So a root beer keg is something I would still want at today. That's my dream. That's a dream gift. Is a root beer keg. So if anybody knows where I can get one, let me know, because I will happily purchase a root beer keg. It'd be incredible.
Or
Anyway.
bring one by today. Give it to him for birthday
No,
gift.
I don't need that. That's not what I'm asking for. Let me know where I can purchase a root beer keg.
I don't know if I
Because
get that.
Nick?
let me just get down in my basement, just pumping root beer, do cake stands with root
Nick,
beer.
I'm gonna find one for you, bro. I'm gonna find a root beer keg for you.
I would love if I could get root beer on tap. I'd be the happiest man in the world. So there you go. Anyway,
he's a simple man.
simple. I don't ask for much. Just a root beer keg. That's all I care about.
Oh, okay.
Anyway,
Root beer cake.
yeah, that's all we got to find.
You're gonna have a lot of bubble gut. A lot of burping.
The
lot of
good thing
burping
about the
going
keg
on.
is it lasts a while. It
True.
can hang out in
Facts.
there for a little bit.
Facts.
All for root beer party.
Facts.
So there you go. All right, gentlemen,
Well-
we got to talk to Marcus Lawrence.
Yes, we do.
All right.
Yes, we do.
Go ahead,
Baller.
send us away, gentlemen.
All right, we'll throw it to break. Just the drive. 93.7 the ticket.
Ready to upgrade your combine in 2024? The team at Landmark Implement is here to help find the right combine to fit your operations needs. Choose from 4.5% for up to 60 months or a 12-month interest waiver, followed by John Deere financial rates with approved credit through the end of February. When you purchased a pre-owned S or X Series combine from Landmark, know you are backed by Landmark's extensive parts and service network with mobile techs and parts drop-off points to keep you up and running. View our current inventory online at landmarkimp.com or stop by your local Landmark to experience the Landmark difference.
Integrated Life Choices has been inspiring opportunities for individuals with disabilities for more than 15 years in Lincoln and across Nebraska by offering a number of services. From group homes to independent living resources and job training, you'll find the support that allows people to live fulfilling lives. They're also hiring. If you're looking for a rewarding career supporting people with developmental disabilities, you can check out open positions along with learning more about services at ilc.net. Integrated Life Choices.
Hi, Sean Callahan here of HuskerOnline.com, inviting you to join us here on 93.7 The Ticket every Saturday morning now in our new time. We're on from 8 to 9 with the weekly Husker Online radio show. We'll give you the latest in recruiting. We'll talk about what's going on with both football, basketball, and we'll probably share a few stories from the inside. It's every Saturday morning right here on 93.7 The Ticket. It's the Husker Online radio show from 8 to 9 a.m.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
The Lincoln forecast for today, expecting decreasing cloud cover throughout the day. It'll be breezy too. See a high around 62. Tonight, clear skies expected with a continued breeze and a low near 35. And tomorrow, more sunshine and more breezy conditions too, with the high around 59. I'm meteorologist Kyle Clicker from 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Start your Sundays off right with Jeff and Nicole Essink on Fitness Fanatics. Jeff and Nicole discuss health and wellness, how to achieve fitness goals, and more through the life of gym owners and gym goers. It's Fitness Fanatics from 9 to 11 a.m. on Sundays on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Ironhide Construction is hiring. They're looking for hardworking, self-motivated individuals who are team players. Ironhide Construction has openings for an experienced project manager, estimator, apprentice, skilled laborer, and erector or installer. They will train the right people and make sure you understand the position and requirements. At Ironhide Construction, it's own it, be honest, and do it right. Apply today and learn more about their other benefits at ironhideconstruction.com, where they're committed to you every step of the way.
A team succeeds when they work together. Banking's no different. At UBT, we're in your corner for every financial move you want to make. Your money's backed by a roster of experts who put in the work to know you and your community. So whether you're opening a savings account, buying a home, or planning your future, you always know who to turn to. Working together toward your financial goals. That's a win in our playbook. Union Bank and Trust. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started.
Not many businesses can say they've made it 60 years, but Madsen's Bowling and Billiards can. With 12 bowling lanes and the biggest pool room in Nebraska, where else would you go to enjoy an afternoon or evening? There's a great daily specials like $2 Tuesdays, games of bowling, shoe rentals, draft beers, and tacos, all just $2 each. Have a delicious burger at EJ's Lounge before or after your bowling or pool session, and you'll leave satisfied. Madsen's Bowling and Billiards at 47th and Dudley.
Mosaic is a nonprofit, whole-person healthcare organization that embraces God's call and relentlessly pursues opportunities that empower people with diverse needs to live their best lives. Mosaic in Southeast Nebraska, serving Lincoln and Beatrice, would like to invite you to their monthly Discover the Possibilities tour events. Events are held on the third Wednesday of every month and are a great way to understand Mosaic's mission. To RSVP, please contact Melindy at 402-429-0088 or visit mosaicinfo.org/Southeast Nebraska. Bagels and Joe is the best place to start off your mornings, and you can order your breakfast ahead of time on their app. February's cream cheese flavor is white chocolate raspberry. Pair it with a very berry chai. Stop by any of their 4 locations in Lincoln and their location in Seward. Bagels and Joe.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and we have some really big savings for you right now. Our new crossover sale is underway. New Terrains, Equinoxes, and Trailblazers starting at $23,290. That's right, $23,290. Also, we've continued our huge Sierra and Silverado truck sale with over $10,000 off new pickups. You heard right, over $10,000 off list. Koppel truly has a small town feel with big city deals. We're right down 144th Street or at KoppelCars.com. Stock numbers G260980 and C119824.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet, KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Go Hog Wild Pit Barbecue.
It's $5.99 barbecue time. Hurry to Hog Wild for a complete barbecue meal that's only $5.99. Get a one-meat sandwich loaded with our award-winning barbecue, plus your choice of a classic side and drink for just $5.99. Upgrade your sandwich to beef brisket for just $1 more. Join us for lunch or dinner in Lincoln at 3210 Cornhusker Highway. Order online at GoHogWild.com.
But don't be late, we close at 8.
Sandhills Global is hiring. With their fast-paced, growing culture, they have hundreds of new openings in sales, marketing, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Full-time roles offer a 4.5-day work week, along with flexible internships in most areas. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Find your fit today at www.sandhills.jobs.
Welcome into The Drive with AD and Raff. Former Husker football national champion, speaker, and author, Aaron Davis.
Nebraska will win the national championship. The
Cornhuskers beat Miami. It is history, 13-0, and bring that trophy back to Lincoln.
Former Arena Football League quarterback, former head coach of the Capital City Crush, and guru of Husker football history, Chris Raff.
25 straight wins for the Cornhuskers. One of the most dominating stretches in college football history.
We may have seen one of the best teams in the history of college football tonight.
Brought to you by Sandhills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we're back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket.
I just got yelled at.
It is Thursday.
I've never heard Ahman use his big boy voice.
That was deep.
Well, you were on the ones and twos, so I'm like, I don't.
He seems so quiet and so innocent, and Ahman yelled at me.
Because I'm hearing the music going. No, I'm not mad. I was like, hey,
I know you're
That's
not.
it right now. It's your birthday Oklahoma drill. Let's go right now.
no, we can do
No, I was joking. joking.
No birthday spankings. I want
No
birthday
birthday
Oklahoma drill.
Ooh, get real there.
That's awesome.
But to clarify before we get on to Jamarcus, clarify. So me and Raff are both right. So Tapper, it started off originally sponsored by Anheuser-Busch. The arcade version features Budweiser as a motif. It was intended to be sold to bars with cabinets sporting a brass rail footrests and drink holders. Earlier, the early machines had game controllers that were actual Budweiser beer tapper handles, which were later replaced by smaller plastic versions of the Budweiser logo on them. They then rethemed Root Beer Tapper, followed in 1984, which was developed specifically for arcades because the original version didn't want to get misconstrued as advertising alcohol to minors. So we're both right. It then switched to Root Beer Tapper after being Budweiser or Beer Tapper for Budweiser and their advertising. So there you go.
when I was a little 6-year-old or whatever, and my dad would play softball at Mahoney, they'd always go to Havelock after the games. And 6-year-old Raff used to play some great games at Tapper there at Bob's or Arnold's or whatever. So big shout out to the parents, always caring for me.
And it wasn't really.
They brought me up right. They taught me how to.
And that was a different time. That was the 80s, right?
The 80s were a crazy
80s
time.
was a special time where some things like that, where it wasn't even like, oh my God, this is bad for mine. It wouldn't even cross your mind or to a parent, in that situation. So
I grew up with Tapper and shuffleboard.
Yeah.
Hey, well, check this out. AG and Raff, we grew up in a time to where we came home from the hospital or right when our parents, there was no car seat. We was in your mama's lap. No seatbelt.
Very true.
No seatbelt.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I remember riding with my grandparents, the windows up, and they're smoking cigarettes.
Right. Different time, man. Different
Raff
time.
was getting hot boxed at like 4.
We literally put dirt on everything. Like your grandparents said, put dirt on that. Put dirt on that.
I never wore a helmet when I rode a bicycle my entire childhood.
Yeah, I didn't wear a helmet either.
Devious children.
And I had I had 3 or 4 crashes that were, they were good ones.
No, yeah, but no, you didn't hit your head, did you?
Oh yeah.
Oh no. See,
obviously.
I explains a lot.
You didn't know how to. You didn't know how to bail.
Well, there was one. There's one that pedal got stuck, and I went right over the head, over the top of the. So I didn't really have a chance, but I was pretty good. I
had to bail. I learned how to bail, so I'll at least get ahead of the fall by jumping off the bike. There you go.
That's wild.
I'm like, oh man, here it comes. Here, all right, yeah.
Hey, we're getting a lot of reaction on the root beer keg, guys.
You're gonna get a root beer cake.
There's a lot of people telling me where I can get a root beer keg.
See, birthday wishes coming through.
Where can you get one at?
Okay, so we got people that says, let's see, we got Fitz's root beer keg. That's what Magic says. Mark from Cook says Bottle Rocket Brewery in Seward has awesome root beer. Now here's the deal. I will say I go to Bottle Rocket Brewery once a year, every single year, and it's on the 4th of July because Seward, the 4th of July capital of Nebraska,
really
is of the world or of Nebraska.
Nebraska,
I know it's Nebraska. But the 4th of July capital, they go all out for 4th of July, and I have family who were educators.
They're still not happy with you about the whole swimming pool thing.
They're still out there. They're still mad about my take on the Seward swimming pool. But no, I enjoy going to Bottle Rocket Brewery once a year on 4th of July. Great spot.
I'm here.
I play in the cornhole tournament. We do the pole vault. We watch
You
the
do
pole
the
vaulting.
pole vault?
We watch the pole vaulting. Oh yeah, it's a blast.
You come visit the Nebraska Lottery.
I do. We do. We drive with the little.
I might have
the
to
little
join you
vehicle.
one year.
Oh, absolutely.
I might
AG.
check that out. I'm
It's
a root beer
awesome.
fan.
It's a great place.
All
Great
right.
place.
All right.
But anyway, yeah, no, a lot of people. Thanks for all the root beers
The
takes.
love.
the root beer.
Feel free to bring in gifts. It's his birthday.
We do not need that. It's okay.
I just want to see you get like one gift, one present.
We had a very, very gracious listener bring in some Husker crew necks yesterday for yours truly.
Nice.
So
I wear 3XL.
There you go.
yeah. There you go. And his Twitter is Chris Raff 7.
Chris Raff 7. Matt Rule still is not following me
Matt
yet.
Rule's still not following
I was
him.
checking it all day yesterday. I thought for sure it was going to
Hey,
happen.
dog. Hey, I seen that this late. I was up late, man. I didn't go to bed early at all. Ralph, I seen that tweet. I'm like, Rafferty.
I just envision Matt Rule getting home late at night after a hard day's work and pulls up his Twitter and it's just 12 tweet notifications from Chris Raff mentioned you on Twitter, and he's at some point he's just gonna mute you.
He's gonna break eventually. He's just gonna add me.
Yeah, trying to wear Matt Rule down until he just gets weak.
Hey Nick, or what you gonna see, man, is Raph get subpoenaed, man, or get a certified letter to say stay 500 feet away from Coach Rule.
We're gonna have Matt Rule's lawyers in here, and they're just gonna walk in during a segment, hand Raph a folded piece of paper, says, "Sir, you cannot contact our client no more."
No. we're gonna be like friends, hanging out.
Rav's gonna be banned from campus. He can't come within 500 yards of UNL's campus.
Great. Wonderful.
Which, by the way, our new studio is pretty darn close. So,
Great.
Raph's streaming it for the rest of eternity.
I'm still waiting for my tour of the new facilities. And
that's awesome,
guys. You know, NAG brought it up, and we'd be negligent if we did not bring up the performance of the young man. I mean, you guys, okay, I want to say this real quick. I want to read this to you real quick before we hop in and talk about Jamarcus Lawrence. Here's our roster, okay, guys? CJ Wilcher. Now, I'm going to preface this. Obviously, we never know with NIL and transfer portal. We just don't know. But as of today, right now, 9:28 on February 22nd, and I'm not pushing ahead, but I am somewhat just looking at our roster. CJ Wilcher, Jr., Hoiberg, sophomore, Ramon Lloyd Jr., who we haven't even seen, redshirt freshman, Bryce Williams, Jr., Juwan Gary, Jr., Ulis, who obviously ineligible because of the Iowa situation, they'll figure that out, Jr., Jerome Coleman, senior, doesn't see a lot of playing time, Jamarcus Lawrence, sophomore, Eli Rice, freshman, who's a guard, forward Blaze Keita, we haven't seen a lot, junior, Diop, freshman, Jeffrey Grace III, we don't see a lot. He's a guard, sophomore. Casey obviously is gone. Kel Jacobson, redshirt freshman's a guard. Henry Burt's a forward, redshirt freshman. Rink Mast, junior. Alec, senior. Fellas, we lose 3 people, 2 of which who've played significant playing time. I say that to preface this. We only lose 2 of our guys as of today. I'm putting that out there because in this new landscape, you just don't know. I say that to say this. You guys, that young man's only a sophomore. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's the thing that the most for Jamarcus is like, you know, Coach Hoiberg said it last night. I mean, he's battled this year. He's had some tough points. I mean, he did not think he was going to be the point guard, I'm guessing. He thought he was going to be that off guard. Next thing you know, he's the point guard. And Coach Hoiberg said, like, he's playing the best basketball of his career right now. So it's great to see. That's just another bullet for Nebraska. I mean, they've had players all year, like Rink last night didn't play his best game of the year last. You know, he struggled last night, but I thought Josiah Alec was another one of those guys that I was impressed with. Josiah last night. He was running. He was the point forward. Nick, don't believe me, but I felt he was. The offense was running through Josiah Alec last night.
Well, I mean, to that point, guys, not to be a
Don't be a Debbie Downer.
In reference to one of our texters, a wet blanket here. Where was Rink Mass?
Just had an off night.
I think
struggled.
I think
Off nights happen.
I think it's important to note though that there have been times where Rink has unfortunately somewhat disappeared for Nebraska.
Yeah.
And
you know what?
I will say,
Bounce
get
back.
it. I get like off nights happen, right?
Yeah.
I thought that the volume wasn't there. He's also, and I get that like they were facing a 7-footer in Khalil Ware. Like I also understand that, and I acknowledge that. It's disappointing though that a guy like Rink wasn't more involved last night. Now Nebraska got the win, right? And we're happy with it. But when they were, and hold on one second, AD. When Indiana came on that run or went on that run, that's where you need like that steady force that we see so many times of Rink Mass to kind of show out or just kind of halt and slow things down. That's one thing without Jerron Coleman and maybe without an experienced and specific point guard like maybe a Sam Griesel. Without that, Nebraska needs to find guys that have that calming hand. Now, on one side, it's a positive thing because we saw young guys, Sam Hoiberg, Jamarcus Lawrence, even Bryce Williams. We saw them step up, which gives you excitement for the future. But also, they're going to need somebody to be a calming hand, kind of the settle down, let's halt a run from the opponent. And normally Rink Mass was that, and some games this season he just hasn't been. I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer here, but I'm just.
But it just
honest.
shows Nebraska's depth, though. I mean, you're right. You had Gary and you had Alec that stepped up for him, and they were a thorn in Khalil Ware. You know, he didn't have a huge game last night. I thought they kept him in check for the most part.
Yeah, go ahead, AD, because I know you've been wanting to say something.
Yeah, here's what I'm going to say on Rink Mass, and I see where you're coming from, Nick. But it shows you, and it goes to what Raff said. It shows the depth, and I'm gonna relay it back to football in a second, for a quick sec. Sometimes, a lot of times, I would say LP was a hot hand. LP's gone when he left. Yeah. Then sometimes it was AG. Sometimes Clinton would come in. Sometimes Damon. You kind of just, because we had so much depth, you kind of went to the guy. Let's say AG rips 1 for 6. Okay, we do a fullback trap, then he rips another one for 4, then rips another one for 12, then maybe rips another one. You kind of feed into those hot hands, but because we had so much depth, keyword options. Nebraska has not been a team historically in the past under. I'll just put this on this way. Under Coach Hoiberg's regime, there wasn't a lot of options at times. We have options now. Now think about this, guys. When we beat Wisconsin, C.J. Wilcher could walk on water.
Yep.
Then we changed it up again, and then it became Keisei Tominaga that fired back with 30-something at that time. And then Rink Mass fired off, 39 a few weeks later?
You're right.
So you look at this pattern of Nebraska basketball, although I see what you're saying, though, Nick.
Yeah.
I push back a little bit, and I join a consortium with Raff in that I'm glad that Rink doesn't have to have a big night every night. I'm glad that CJ doesn't have to have a big night every night. I'm glad that Keisei doesn't. And then you have a Jamarcus Lawrence that steps up as a sophomore in one of the most historic basketball havens, as we know on this side of the U.S. I love the fact to where it doesn't have to fall on one guy's shoulders. Rink has shown at times to where it's like, good gosh, Juwan Gary. We haven't said a lot about him. Juwan Gary had a hell of a game last night, both offensively, defensively, did small things. I'm glad to where it's more of if it's more of a consortium of guys that are stepping up to where the rest just saying, so goes Rink, or so goes Wilcher, or so goes Keisei, so goes Nebraska. I mean, if someone would have told us this time yesterday that Jamarcus Lawrence was going to have a heater, we'd have been like, maybe. But Rink better score, Keisei better score, Williams better. It was good to see, but I see what you're saying, Rink, because, to your point, though, Nick, we're going to need Rink to score more as we get deeper, though. I see that. But I'm glad that it's not – I'm glad that our wins, the win last night, did not fall solely on his shoulders, though.
And I 100% agree. I think, like, you look at some of the games, and I 100% agree with the depth conversation, the depth angle. My thing is this, looking ahead, right? There's going to be, when obviously you're playing in the end, not only the Big Ten tournament, but the NCAA tournament, is you're going to run into a lot better teams than Indiana, who might be able to, who are also going to be just as deep as you are.
Yep.
And Nebraska's just going to have to, and this is part of maybe the growing pains of it and the adjustments to playing better basketball overall, is that you need guys to fight through the mismatches and you need guys to just figure out a way to get it done. And I think that's the next step. And Nebraska, like we said, I mean, so valuable having so many guys that can contribute. And we've said since the start of the season, right? I remember talking on this show that, listen, Nebraska basketball is going to be at their best when Casey is the third best player on the floor. We didn't even, out of all those players you mentioned right there, AD, guess one you didn't mention? Juwan Gary. How about Juwan Gary last night? Had an incredible game.
I did mention him.
Yeah. Okay, sorry about that.
Absolutely.
Still, Juwan Gary, you can go up and down this list, and Nebraska just has a guy that can step up on any given night. Yeah. Now, going forward, though, like we look at how do we continue to elevate this program and this roster, and it's okay. I understand, Rink had 2 early fouls. He had to sit out, gets him out of the rhythm. Mm-hmm. Maybe the mismatches weren't there for Rink Mass. And yes, last time when Rink was kind of non-existent and didn't have the volume type of shooting against a Big Ten program a couple of weeks ago, he bounced back with that 39-point performance. Figure out a way to do that again, right? Maybe not to the tune of 39 points. I'm not saying go out and drop a 40 burger, but go out and have a productive and efficient game like you've done all season long, right? Because when the lights are the brightest, Nebraska's going to need more than just 1 or 2 guys to step up when you're playing even better competition.
Yeah. And then on the flip side, other teams didn't have to adjust because they don't really know the game plan.
It makes Nebraska
stopping
so much
Rink,
more,
stopping Casey.
Great point.
Because that's verbatim. But then when you have other guys stepping up, that creates a problem for other teams.
Think about when
keeps that team honest. Basically.
Think about when Nebraska plays other top 25 teams. That Nebraska has been a fringe top 25 team for a majority of the season.
Yeah.
And think about when Nebraska's playing a ranked opponent. They're so dynamic, and Nebraska struggles with that. Same thing can be said for if the roles are reversed. If Nebraska, like you just said, AG, figure out a way to have multiple guys play an integral part and make adjustments, force the opponent to make adjustments. It makes Nebraska just that much more dynamic.
That's what's
and
being
tougher
lost.
To beat.
I think that's lost a lot on Nebraska is, we're always looking at the other team like, oh, they're, what are we going to do against this team? But I think we're forgetting how hard Nebraska is to defend. I mean, Casey Tominaga alone, we said it last night, all the running and cutting and all over the place. And Fred said it in his post-game press conference, that they're preparing now for how will defenses defend Casey? If they defend them this way, then we're going to do this. And although, like you said, AD, the more options you have, the more successful you will be.
Yep. Let me ask you guys this, man. I'm going to say this, and I'm going to
let's ask this question and then go to break.
Yep.
Ask this question, and let's answer it on the other side here just to stay on time.
Okay, think about this. How tired was the guy that was guarding Casey? He had nothing. Trey Galloway had nothing left in the tank. And I'm watching. I literally, guys, I was sitting in my chair and I leaned back in the recliner. Not too bad because, airport etiquette in the airplane. But I leaned back and people didn't know what I was so excited about because I was going like this and moving like this. And I'm going like this in my chair and everything else. I looked like Bill Cosby, just all over the place. But I'm watching the guy guarding him. That dude was spent. But when we come back, how big was the block by Bryce Williams?
Yeah. I also have some breaking news, guys, out of NBC. This is not Nebraska related. Jack Collinsworth has been let go as the voice of Notre Dame football.
Dang.
So Chris Collinsworth's son, Jack Collinsworth, is out as the voice of Notre Dame on NBC. So how about that? So they're going to look at.
I still am a little scarred by the Jack Collinsworth, Jason Garrett combination.
Yep. Yeah. Well, and that's the combination that NBC chose to put out for their first game of the season.
Yeah.
For the first game of the season last year between Notre Dame and Navy, they chose to put Jack Collinsworth and Jason Garrett in Ireland, and it was not good.
So
Blackledge is still with NBC.
Yeah.
Don't forget Todd Blackledge is still there. They'll probably transition Noah Eagle, the son of Ian Eagle, to that role as lead NBC play-by-play
Maybe
guy.
This is the birthday present from NBC.
No,
Nick.
it is not. No, it's not.
Nick is no longer with us.
Hey, hold on. Time out, though. Everybody, my love for Marcus Freeman is well documented.
This could be happening.
So here's the deal.
Is this happening?
Marcus Freeman is I love Marcus Freeman.
Nick
so
Sainer
much.
to Notre Dame?
I love Marcus Freeman.
From
so much.
Pius X to Notre Dame.
Yeah.
This is happening.
But no,
NBC, if you're listening, Nick Sainer.
I thought that was something the Athletic reported, that Jack Collinsworth is out as the voice of Notre Dame. So it was Mike Tirico for so long.
Mm-hmm.
He ends up leaving and going to Amazon Prime.
Yep.
And now Jack Collinsworth is out as the voice. But Chris is still with NBC.
There it is.
Don't forget, Chris is still there. So there you go. Sorry, I just wanted to send that breaking news out there because that's going through the Twitter sphere as we speak. So,
Cool. All right.
All righty.
Let's go to break. This is The Drive, 93.7 The Ticket.
Go Hog Wild Pit Barbecue.
It's $5.99 barbecue time. Hurry to Hog Wild for a complete barbecue meal that's only $5.99. Get a one-meat sandwich loaded with our award-winning barbecue, plus your choice of a classic side and drink for just $5.99. Upgrade your sandwich to beef brisket for just $1 more. Join us for lunch or dinner in Lincoln at 3210 Cornhusker Highway. Order online at GoHogWild.com.
But don't be late, we close at 8.
Sandhills Global is hiring. With their fast-paced, growing culture, they have hundreds of new openings in sales, marketing, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Full-time roles offer a 4.5-day work week, along with flexible internships in most areas. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Find your fit today at www.sandhills.jobs.
Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started.
A lot of work goes into making Nebraska, Nebraska. Keeping it green. Helping it thrive. Making it fun. Everything that goes into caring for our outdoors, from waters to wildlife, plays a big role in making Nebraska home. Learn how we help conserve our state's natural resources at outdoornebraska.org.
Paid for by Nebraska Game and Parks. Aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Action Plumbing, Heating, Air, and Electric is the call I make when I have a need for plumbing services. Whether it's for my home or office, if I need a repair to a water heater, softener, or even my garbage disposal, I know I can count on Action to help. In one simple call, their amazing customer service team promptly schedules a service call, often getting to my needs within a day. Action delivers honest quality services we can count on. To learn more, visit actionlincoln.com.
Start your Sundays off right with Jeff and Nicole Essink on Fitness Fanatics. Jeff and Nicole discuss health and wellness, how to achieve fitness goals, and more through the life of gym owners and gym goers. It's Fitness Fanatics from 9 to 11 a.m. on Sundays on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Problem gambling can destroy an individual's finances, relationships, physical, and mental health. If you are a loved one or struggling with addiction, contact Choices Treatment Center's 24-hour helpline at 402-476-2300. That's 402-476-2300.
If you're in Seward or Milford, listen up. Select Plumbing is now servicing your area with no trip charges from Lincoln. Select Plumbing works on a variety of issues for your home and business, including general plumbing, water heaters, faucet and fixture repair, underground sewer and water repairs, backflow testing, and more. Keep your property free from leaks and other issues. Call today for a free estimate, 402-560-6197. It's not just Lincoln, Waverly, and the surrounding area anymore. It's also Seward and Milford with no trip charges. Contact Select Plumbing to inquire at 402-560-6197.
You're counting on your team to win, so why not prove it? At Warhorse Sportsbook, their win is your win. Put your money where your mouth is on nearly every sporting event. Use the Warhorse app to check odds and build your bets before placing your wagers in person at Warhorse Casino in Lincoln or Horseman's Park in Omaha, including live in-game betting. No bets, no glory. Wagers may only be placed on Nebraska-based teams when played outside the state of Nebraska. Must be 21 or older to gamble. Gambling problem? Call 1-833-BET-OVER.
Big box stores are tempting for buying equipment for your high schooler in sports or for yourself in your sports leisures. But buying new is awfully expensive. Why not go somewhere with new and used options? Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And it's more than baseball, softball, and golf. They also have equipment for disc golf, fitness, hockey, and more. Plus, they're always buying products. Bring your gear you're done with and get trade money on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
Ready to upgrade your combine in 2024? The team at Landmark Implement is here to help find the right combine to fit your operations needs. Choose from 4.5% for up to 60 months or a 12-month interest waiver, followed by John Deere financial rates with approved credit through the end of February. When you purchase a pre-owned S or X Series combine from Landmark, know you are backed by Landmark's extensive parts and service network with mobile techs and parts drop-off points to keep you up and running. View our current inventory online at landmarkimp.com or stop by your local Landmark to experience the Landmark difference.
I'm Jenny Benson, president of the Nebraska State Education Association. The best way to strengthen our economy for the long term is investing in our education system and raising the skills of American workers. To succeed in the global economy, we need to modernize our schools, hire excellent teachers, and focus on the future. Support great public schools, and we can make the good life even better.
Sponsored by the Nebraska State Education Association. Aired in cooperation with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
This is The Drive with AD and Raff on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we are back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. Nick, tell us who's sponsoring this hour.
This hour of The Drive with AD, Raff, and Ahman Green, sponsored by our friends over at Doors Plus. Cameron and his team are absolutely incredible. Not only great people, but also do great work for the community. And so if your garage door is either broken, is just been old, or you need a new one, give them a call today or visit them online at doorsplusllc.com. Doors Plus, garage doors and more. Once again, Cameron and his team, he and his wife, Sydney, own the business and locally owned, located. Their location is just south of town off of Saltillo Road, in between 14th and Highway 77 out there. So great people. And now the new sponsors of the 9 o'clock hour on The Drive.
Nice. Awesome.
There you go.
Big day today for Nick and Ahman. EA Sports.
Hey, so here's the deal. Gentlemen, EA Sports College Football 25. It's the first day that college athletes can opt into the game. The terms of it are $600 and a free copy of the game. The athletes have until April, middle of April, I believe it's April 22nd. Might not be that exact date, middle of April, to opt into the game. So about a 2-month period. Like I said, they'll receive $600 in NIL and a free copy of the game when it is released. Some of the players, right? Remember that some of the players that are upper echelon were mad because 600 didn't feel like enough to them. Some collegiate athletes will be ambassadors for the game, and that is how they will receive more NIL. Nice. And so if EA Sports College Football approaches them, or they figure out a way to deal with their agents, then then there's an opportunity to increase some revenue NIL wise for them. Also, another announcement for EA Sports College Football 25. It was just announced about 10 minutes ago. All 134 FBS teams are going to be in the game. Awesome. And so that's a big victory. Notre Dame was holding out for a while. They announced it yesterday, confirmed it that they're going to be in. So now expect a lot of social media posts from collegiate programs and athletic departments saying we are part of it, because this is a big deal.
AG, it's a huge deal. AG, okay. Yep. Let's say that you're in this situation right now. Obviously, you're the guru in this thing. But let's rewind back to where your athlete in this opportunity presented itself today. Yeah. What would you do?
Obviously, if I would, you basically copy and paste 1995 me now. So having that high ranking, or being that, like Nick mentioned, a player that can ask for that amount of, higher amount of money, I would definitely go into the ambassador role for that reason, to get a little bit more. And then obviously learn stuff that I'm gonna probably have to do once I become a pro. because as a pro athlete, you get asked to represent a lot of brands. And so this would be that for me, basically starting that road at the college level and understanding how I need to be professional and represent a brand, and being EA, a big brand as it is, that's what I would do. I would opt into that, because as a player, as a retired player, when in Madden, when they do Madden Ultimate Team, there is no options. It was just one option for us as retired players to be in Madden Ultimate Team. I'm pretty sure y'all talked about that on the air here, where the only option was we get our name, image, like this in the game, and we get $5,000. That's it. And I even proposed the fact to the rep that called me from the NFLPA about the deal, and I said, rep, I can't remember his name right now. I say NFL rep. I know day one sales of Madden. Day one sales is well over $80 million. I'm like, so you're telling me all you could give me is a $5,000 cut?
Right.
And he's like, right. It is what it is. And I'm like, oh, okay. I was like, you either take it or leave it. That's basically what he said. Take it or leave it. Take the $5,000 or don't take the $5,000. We'll move on to the next player and get him in the game. And I'm like, okay, gotcha. So for the college players that have more than one option than a former pro, that did it well. And so I would say definitely take that ambassador option, because then you'll be able to get in, network with people, because ambassadors are going to be asked to show up to different events throughout the year or do stuff online. So then that's like I said, that's getting them ready for once they get drafted and graduate, they can then now have that professionalism already learned at the college level and then move on. And later on with EA, be like, hey, yeah, remember you opt in. Oh, yeah, remember you at this event, or this time when you were 18, 19, 20 years old. And now, he's playing in the league. That player could be playing in the league 10 in a year, 5 or 6 years, and now have other opportunities from EA or from other video game companies.
Man, that's wild.
Just to add more additional just notes and bullet points before we head to our final timeout. This is all coming from Chris Vanini of The Athletic. He had a tweet thread or a Twitter thread regarding all this. So once again, all 134 FBS teams are going to be in the game. Players get $600 and a copy of the game. They will opt in via the Compass NIL app, and more than 11,000 athletes are expected to opt into the game. However, if a player does not opt in, they will be filled by a generic avatar player, similar to Barry Bonds was, and he was in the old MLB games.
And they do that with Madden too, with coaches, with other players that didn't opt into that.
You're right. Yeah, Bill Belichick never opted into Madden, so
you had a guy with glasses.
It was really strange. In addition, while Air Force, Army, and Navy players are generally not allowed to accept NIL payments, they are still expected to be in the video game. Like AG and I were talking about, more will become ambassadors to promote it and receive more NIL money. With 11,000 plus athletes expected, this is the largest group NIL deal ever. Player money, now here's the key, player money could go up in the future games.
Yeah.
Players have until April 30th to opt in to guarantee their participation in the first iteration of the game when it's released. However, if they do not opt in by April 30th, and let's say on May 6th, they decide they want to take it, they will have to wait until a roster update during the game. So they won't be in the first iteration, but you'll be able to then on roster updates, let's say on May 1st, if AG was at Nebraska still, he's like, you know what? I changed my mind. The 600 is enough. I want the copy of the game for free.
Right.
I'll opt in. They won't be in right away, but once that first update comes out, which is usually like a month after,
a month to 2 months.
Yeah, a month to 2 months after they release,
refurbished, clean up some patches stuff.
Yep. Then they'll update rosters, and AG would be in that hypothetical.
All
situation.
I know is you put Dylan Rayola on the cover immediately.
Ooh.
Yeah.
The
law asks on the text line, will the names be in the game or will we have to download rosters? Names will be in them. That's the point of the NIL is that you don't have to.
That's fair.
Yeah, you don't have to. That's the point of being able to pay these guys. And
that's
so
fair.
I believe I read an article though, however, today that coaches are not going to be in the game.
Yep.
And so they will not have the coaches. They probably got to work out some financial stuff with that.
Yep.
But who cares? Because Nick Saintert's leading Toledo to the national title. That's all we care about. So, nonetheless,
that's a good one right there.
All right, gentlemen, one final break.
All right, we'll talk
All
to
right.
break. We'll come back with some RGT and some ADAA. Don't you break to the drive. 93.7 The Ticket.
Your business runs like a well-oiled machine. It's important that your actual machines do too. Stern is here to make sure you don't have to worry about that. They provide solutions for heavy equipment and automotive fuels, lubricants, and equipment guard options. And with Stern's commitment to customer service for the past 40 years, you know you have a partner to help support your operations for years to come. Contact Roger at Stern Company by calling 1-800-477-2744 or visit them online at stern.co. Stern Company, where problems meet solvers. Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
The Lincoln forecast for today, expecting decreasing cloud cover throughout the day. It'll be breezy too. See a high around 62. Tonight, clear skies expected with a continued breeze and a low near 35. And tomorrow, more sunshine and more breezy conditions too, with the high around 59. I'm meteorologist Kyle Tucker from 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Not many businesses can say they've made it 60 years, but Madsen's Bowling and Billiards can. With 12 bowling lanes and the biggest pool room in Nebraska, where else would you go to enjoy an afternoon or evening? There's a great daily specials like $2 Tuesdays, games of bowling, shoe rentals, draft beers, and tacos, all just $2 each. Have a delicious burger at EJ's Lounge before or after your bowling or pool session, and you'll leave satisfied. Madsen's Bowling and Billiards at 47th and Dudley.
24/7 threat monitoring, expert tech support, streamlined communications. Allo has a solution for that. Protect your business with Allo Business. Comprehensive firewall security, Microsoft Teams voice-integrated communications, cybersecurity and IT support managed by experts. From productivity to peace of mind, Allo has a solution for that. Allo means business. Protect your business by visiting allofiber.com/business.
Problem gambling can destroy an individual's finances, relationships, physical, and mental health. If you are a loved one or struggling with addiction, contact Choices Treatment Center's 24-hour helpline at 402-476-2300. That's 402-476-2300.
Hello, everybody. It's Charlie Stone, and here with me is Andy Goodyear of Honda of Lincoln. Andy, I hear that new Honda manufacturing continues to go up, and you have new Hondas in stock now.
That's correct, Charlie. We have more than 40 new Hondas in stock right now. It's great that a customer can come in and buy a new Honda and drive it home that day. New Honda inventory keeps getting better each month.
Okay, then. How about used cars, Andy?
We have more than 100 pre-owned vehicles to choose from right now, and a lot of fresh trade-ins are coming in daily. We have just about every maker model you can imagine in any price range.
Thanks again, Andy. People love the selection and great service at Honda of Lincoln. Maybe it's time you come experience the Honda of Lincoln way of doing business. 27th and Yankee Hill, or online at hondaoflincoln.com.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Infrastructure, a veteran-owned local company proudly serving Lincoln, Lancaster County, and the surrounding areas. Bauer provides quality work at an affordable price, and they're growing rapidly. If you want to experience a career with a fast-paced, family-friendly environment, visit BauerInfrastructure.com. They have top-of-the-line benefits, year-round work, even through the winter. Bauer, usher in the new era of infrastructure to an area near you. And as always, go Big Red.
This is former Husker and NFL linebacker Jay Foreman. For years, I've suffered from degenerative problems in both of my ankles, but thanks to a thorough and thought-out plan provided by Advanced Medical Imaging, I was able to get my life back with the least amount of pain as possible. While working through multiple options, the team of physicians at Advanced Medical Imaging were there to answer any questions I had. If you're experiencing any pain at all and want to get your life back, go to amimaging.com or give them a call at 402-484-6677. Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard.
My dream was to work in commercial banking, but it required a college degree and I didn't have one. I found out that Doane had classes for adult learners on the Lincoln campus and online. So I earned my bachelor's degree, and 5 months later, I landed my dream job. I decided to continue my education, and now I'm working on my MBA at Doane. For me, the Doane experience has been life-changing.
A smoke-free environment is the only way to fully protect from the dangers of secondhand smoke. That's why smoke-free policies are so important to me. Whether it's in my car, apartment building, or when I'm dining outdoors, there's no place for secondhand smoke or e-cigarette aerosol. Breathe easier knowing the facts. Visit smokefree.ne.gov. Paid for by Tobacco Free Nebraska. Aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Are you working in or looking to get into the electrical construction industry? The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering great pay and benefits. Call Mike at 402-875-1034 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet, KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. This is The Drive with AD and Raff on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we're back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. This segment is proudly sponsored by Florial's Italian Restaurant and Grill, just south of Lincoln Southwest High School on 14th and Pine Lake Road. Florial's Italian Restaurant provides a cozy, family-friendly setting where good food and good company come together. All you have to do is visit florialsne.com or call 402-423-5576 to make reservations or please take out orders.
Get a breath.
I got it.
It sounded like AD with a hit there.
He's breathing for me.
Yeah, I was breathing for him because he wasn't breathing.
That's where I go.
You're like blue. You're blue in the face a little bit.
Conditioned athlete.
I like it. Exactly. Nice read there.
That beer at 9-10 a.m. really hydrated Raff to allow him to.
3 o'clock today, Nebraska beach volleyball against McKendree.
Oh, how about that? 7 o'clock tonight. 7 o'clock tonight, Nebraska baseball against Grand Canyon. Good news is that you don't have to pay $30 for Flow Sports this weekend. All games streamed on ESPN Plus. So if you subscribe to ESPN Plus, you can watch Husker baseball tonight, 7 p.m. against a really, really good Grand Canyon team down in Phoenix. So Nebraska baseball, 7 p.m. first pitch for that one. Grand Canyon, a team had 37 wins as a program last year, did Grand Canyon. Nice. So opportunity for Nebraska to win, maybe take 3 or 4, maybe even sweep them.
Nice.
All
right, Raffy, floor is yours.
Got it, Raff.
All right, here we go. Today's Raff's Good Take goes out to scholars. Catrice Olds from Southeast, Jesus Soto from Northeast, Wid Sala from East, and Ali Whaley from Lincoln High. They are part of the cadre that does story time for Mrs. Steph's Rousseau preschool class, and they will, throughout February and March, they will be going around throughout and reading books and doing stuff and just supporting younger kids, helping with literacy and all that great stuff. So big thanks to Pete Ferguson for submitting that, and you guys are Raff's Good Take.
Nice.
There you go.
Love it, Raff. Love it, brother. Congrats to all those as well. The AD Attitude Adjustment is sponsored by Integrated Life Choices. ILC is hiring for direct support professionals all over the state of Nebraska, full-time, part-time, days, evenings, and weekends. Help ensure a meaningful life for the people you support and help them to achieve their hopes and dreams. Apply at ilc.net/careers. Guys, I will not be with you tomorrow. As you know, I'll be speaking about the time that you'll be on. But I'm in this right outside the airport of Jacksonville right now, the hotel. I'm heading over to Amelia Island. And last night, man, I don't know what it was, fellas. I mean, the whole day, my big brother was on my mind. Butchie, man, passed away April 6, 2009. And I don't even know what sparked it. Sometimes with grief, there's something, there's a scent, there's a smell, I don't even know what started it. But I could not get my big brother Butchie off my mind yesterday. I was thinking about him a lot. And what I'm saying to you folks out there, I got my my big journal. I do a lot of writing in this thing. And when I felt myself getting down, I kind of heard my brother's Butchie voice. Big dude like you, Ahman, and he built, good looking dude, sharp. He would always say, hey, bro, today's a good day to have a good day. And no matter what that dude was going through, he would always say, today is a good day to have a good day. And I was going back in my journal last night, just reading some of the stuff that he had said to me, the things that I written down. So I'm saying to you folks, today's a good day to have a good day. So regardless of what you're going through, I know I say this kind of a lot ad nauseum at times, but it really is. No matter what you're going through, my heart, I mean, it was just weird. I didn't sleep much. My heart was just heavy thinking about my brother. But I'm like, you know what? It's almost, folks, to the folks that we've lost, not to live our life to the fullest, the ups and downs, the bull and everything else. It's almost a dishonor to them because they would want you to keep living life to the fullest. So live your life to the fullest. Today's a good day to have a good day.
There it is. There it is, gentlemen.
Nick, and it's your birthday, brother.
Thank
I
you.
love you. I appreciate you. You continue to teach me so much about this space that I didn't know. A lot of things I don't know. Love you, brother. Enjoy your 23rd, bro.
Love you too, my man. Appreciate you guys. Time always flies by from 8 to 10 a.m. It's been a fun ride. We're gonna keep it rolling tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock, but just without AD tomorrow. Yeah. That's right, though.
I might send you a picture from the ocean.
There you go. Raff is going to be.
I'll be via Zoom, cross country
in Omaha. So
I'll send you guys a picture of the river.
There you go.
Raff's going to be at the Cornhusker Hotel streaming, huh?
Yep. Send us away. We got 12 seconds.
All right, everyone. Have a great day. Be nice to each other, and we will talk to you tomorrow.